come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hoosiers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Colorado's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Lewis to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quick pass on the jet motion. Looking for the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Buffs!
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Indiana's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
It was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Beal. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hoosiers in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Handoff to the single running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Lewis wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes a grab on the shot. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Under fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
He's in open space downfield. There he goes. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! If If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll go to the ground. Makes him talk to the hand. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They go to the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Lewis to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Turning it on! And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
And Man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Colorado. The defense takes matters into its own hands. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Appalachian State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They did a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll run it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Lewis wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Bellamy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Now improvising. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Find some fresh air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got it near midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Quarterback may change this route. Lewis to throw. The short hands, it's Smith. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Got it behind the line. It's Smith. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Indiana 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity.
Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Hits the open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's shot.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Fires to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking for the goal line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Dead center perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They go to the counter. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, what a move to get room. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Touch pass on the run. Finding open areas. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Got his man on the right.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The play action fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Hoosiers are flying down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Right on the money. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That's caught. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Back open in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Indiana, 13.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Lewis wants to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's got it on the right. Crosses the 45. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for space. It's Algier. Picks up the first down. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would... Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Off play action on first down. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dot.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving. And they're...
The Sneak scores it. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Catch in the middle, it's Beal. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Rises back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Nevada was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Reno. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.